Welcome to the A.D.D nation, where information is available in excess, and the attention span to process it all almost non-existent. Where words go in one ear and out the other, and where patience and appreciation are a thing of the past. As a part of the A.D.D nation, you'll be able to enjoy several seconds, sometimes minutes, of complete peace and tranquility, during which time you might just hear from God. But I doubt it. You see, because God speaks to us when we're able to turn our thoughts off, when we're able to still our minds. We all know this can be a futile effort at times, right? Well, that's due mostly to a concept that's become known as information overload. Basically meaning that with the world's data more than doubling every 2 years, in the Western culture we're exposed to way more information than is conducive to human well-being. And the more it increases, the less attentional resources we have to process it all. In other words, attention is quickly becoming a scarce resource. In fact, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you to direct your attention to this video for its full length. It's not very long, but I'm going to bet you that you can't do it. If you prove me wrong, however, I'm going to hook you up. So stick around. You know, I once read that the amount of information that we have available to us is in direct proportion to the degree in which we need it. Whatever that means. But did you know that there's over 600 billion websites on the web today? And that number increases by 7.3 million every day. And here's a disturbing statistic. Nearly 20% of those are of the pornographic nature. That's not cool, is it? Imagine all the young kids, the young innocent kids who are going to be exposed to that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, there's not much we can do about it. I mean, parents can't monitor what their kids are doing online all day long, every day. Especially now that schools are having their children use computers instead of textbooks and workbooks. Those are just about obsolete, aren't they? Heck, for that matter, we're just about obsolete. I mean, we already have computers and machines doing most of the work that we used to do.
They're building our cars, they're washing our cars, they're checking us out at the grocery store, they're giving us directions, they're telling us what to do, giving us instructions. Next thing you know, they're going to be wiping our noses. Next thing you know, all that's going to exist are computers, machines, Walmart, and McDonald's. I mean, what is this world coming to anyway? We're in the middle of a debt crisis. China practically owns our country, and we're spending billions of dollars sending a few men to space. For what? What did that accomplish? I mean, I can think of a billion better ways to spend $1 billion, but who am I, right? I mean, for instance, how about cancer research? Did you know that scientists recently confirmed that too much computer usage and cell phone usage is leading to cancer and brain tumors? Yeah, it's the truth. I told my friend Christine that the other day because she's either always on her cell phone or always typing on Facebook saying, "Oh my gosh, I just had the best latte today." Or, "Oh my gosh, I just worked out and now my butt really hurts." I'm like, "Christine, girl, you need to chill. You're going to get cancer." She's like, "Whatever." Whatever. You know what's sad is that 73% of the American population spends at least 1 hour online every single day. I guess that means we're all going to get cancer, huh? That is, if the world doesn't end before that. Some people believe that the world's supposed to end next year. What is it, the Mayan prophecy or something, that December 21st, 2012, the whole world's supposed to end? Before that, apparently, there's supposed to be all sorts of droughts and famines and war and all these natural disasters supposed to happen. Well, isn't that happening right now? I mean, Egypt is in utter chaos. We've still got thousands of troops overseas. How about that earthquake in Japan? Did you know that there's an iceberg the size of Rhode Island floating around the coast of Antarctica as we speak? Imagine what that's doing to the sea life. Sometimes I wonder if Mother Nature is even responsible for all this. And it's not some kind of high-frequency audio auroral research project or something. Or the Illuminati. Do those guys really get together in the Bohemian Grove and drink the blood of infants and dance around and have crazy orgies? Ugh, that's twisted. Did you know that ex-President George W. Bush recently purchased 980,840 acres in Paraguay, which just so happens to sit on top of one of the world's largest underground water reserves? Does he know something that we don't? Are going to war over water instead of oil soon? I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, most of the southern states are experiencing water shortages right now. Texas is in the middle of one of the greatest droughts in recorded history. Did you know that there's several volcanoes throughout the world that, if and when they erupt, it could mean the end of the entire human population as we know it?
I had a point to all this, but I forget what it was. Oh yeah, A.D.D Nation. It's the world we live in, y'all. But we don't have to let it get the best of us. Isaiah chapter 26 verse 3 says, "He shall enter into perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on God." It's nice to know, isn't it? You know, there is a lot of information out there. There is a lot that we can be worried about and be fearful of. But remember that God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of love, of peace, and of a sound mind. Ah, yes, a sound mind. What a wonderful thing. You know, we can get so much more done, and we can be so much more efficient if we were more peaceful and calm. I liken a sound mind to the still waters of a pond, where you can drop even the tiniest little pebble in it and watch as ripples go along its entire surface. Meanwhile, a mind that's full of too much information and stress and fear and worry and anxiety is like a tumultuous ocean where you can drop the entire Empire State Building into it and not even notice a splash. So how do we go about obtaining a sound mind? Well, it's important to meditate. Meditate on the Word, and then try to sit in complete silence and try to turn off your thoughts. Now, this is much easier said than done, but as with any discipline, and meditation is a discipline, y'all. Ask a Buddhist monk, he'll tell you. But as with any discipline, the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. And the best time to meditate is in the morning. Psalms chapter 5, verse 3 says, "I seek you in the morning, O Lord. In the morning I direct my thoughts to you and I look up." See, because when we take time to meditate in the morning, it helps us to remain at peace and maintain mental clarity throughout the day. You know, sometimes attention can just come down to a matter of respect, though. For instance, if you have a friend or anyone trying to talk to you, give them respect and listen to what they have to say. You know, I know it's easy for our minds to just kind of wander off when someone's talking to us, but we need to at least try to give them our attention. James chapter 1 verse 9 says, "Let every man and woman be quick to listen and be slow to speak." We don't need Ritalin for that, y'all. If we did, it'd be called R.D.D, Ritalin deficit disorder. But it's not. It's A.D.D, attention deficit disorder. So if attention is what we need, well then by golly, attention is what we need. So that all comes down again to taking time to meditate and respecting others when they're trying to speak to you. Also, it's good to not, be online for too long, because you're going to absorb way too much information, obviously. Also, diet and exercise and adequate rest helps maintain mental clarity and focus and attention. So anyhow, if you've made it this far, I want to congratulate you. You done proved me wrong. And I told you I was going to hook you up. So email us at gmail.com. And we will send you a free t-shirt with the Association of Soul Savers logo on the front. I really, really appreciate you listening to what I have to say. I love you, and God bless.